Hmm.
True story. True story. Hell yeah. I mean, it's a lot
And
on
all
like
of these
him.
letters, the YFNs, the EBKs, and all of this, like, nah, I'm getting a little tired of that too.
What kind of music you like to listen to? Like, I like to listen to like R. Kelly,
Music used to be
more
good, like
like Mr. Big.
drifting on a memory.
Sing it.
Hey,
Now we don't
okay.
have shit like that at all. We lost all of our main icons. Whitney Houston is dead. Michael Jackson is dead. Prince is dead. And no
Man,
one has filled any of their shoes.
you're
Um,
right. You're right. What
hmm
you got to say about that, Wilson?
um, I'm thinking. See who. Yeah, there's nobody filled their shoes that I can think of right now. Um,
So, I mean, like, what y'all think about Chris Brown? And them? I mean, like, I know they in the open era, but I mean, like, Chris Brown and Tank, not Tank, who that is? Usher, all them. What about them? I mean, I feel
Usher,
like,
I fuck with Usher. He can sing his ass off.
yeah, he most
He,
definitely can sing though. So, do
yeah.
you think that he be doing too much when he do them performances and be pulling women up there on the stage and you know,
To
We
me,
gonna
no.
stay on topic, reclaiming my time. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
I don't
kidding.
think he's doing too.
Jesus Christ. What, anyway, look, I'm just saying those stats. You want to, I don't know what happened to it. I just think that, it just, they just, whatever sound good.
Okay, did you see the
That's,
last source magazine where they listed like the top people in hip hop right now? I didn't know one person.
for real.
I was just looking like, who the hell are these people? For real, who are they?
Did you go and find out
I tried.
what
They
happened?
was some unknown nobodies, really.
That's an unknown nobody. Hey, I feel that. I feel that. Cause I ain't gonna lie though, I be trying to look for like new artists and stuff like that. But man, all they do is talk about violence, and I be like, damn. I think it's just the younger generation that just took over the industry. That's why you really can't, find no good music no more because they giving it all to the young ones. I mean, that'll be my take on it, on how I feel why music got so trash. Because all they do is talk about jewelry, cars, guns. You know what I'm saying? That's all they talk about. I mean, they don't never talk about love, family, peace, happiness. They don't ever talk about that no more. That was what brought us together. You know what I'm saying? Especially on them, on them times where you feeling down and alone. You can always listen to their music like Mr. Big, and all them contagious. That song right there. That was a deep song. That song touched a lot of souls, though. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, there was a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
kissing their wives and stuff out here. You know what I'm saying? Going in. So I'm like, jeez. So when he made that song right there, he made a hit record though, and he related to a lot of people that were going through that. Now Usher, when he made that song, "Let It Burn," see they twisted that song. You know what I'm saying? Cause they said that Usher had that pat. So,
You know
and then
what?
I thought I thought they like confirmed that he has that.
you said they confirmed it.
I thought that's been confirmed that he has that.
Oh, I ain't know it was confirmed now,
He
but
do got it.
Yeah.
So what he got? HIV or herpes?
He got herpes,
Oh,
but
herpes.
so does Chris
Okay.
Brown, Rihanna, and Jay Z.
Damn, hold on. Something ain't right in that picture. That
Yeah,
picture right there don't sound right. Hold on. How all them get?
Jay Z gave it to Rihanna, and Rihanna gave it to Chris Brown. That's why they was fighting in that Lamborghini that night.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
dang. Shocking news. So did Eminem get it?
Oh, I don't know. I ain't go.
Cause they had
Who was
they
he messing with? Who was
Rihanna.
he messing with?
when he with Rihanna.
Mm. I know he was with
Yeah,
Mariah Carey. I don't know about Rihanna.
he was with the girl that got before she got with Chris Brown. Who that girl was? Rihanna, wasn't it?
Yeah, Rihanna was with Chris Brown.
Yeah, so she was with Eminem
Hold on.
before.
I don't remember that.
Let me look this up. Let me do a little
Yeah,
research.
yeah.
Look, I'm
Rihanna
like, I
was
don't
with
remember
Eminem
that.
because they got into that badass fight. Yeah.
Another one. You know
Mhm.
what?
Cause
Eminem and
You
Rihanna
can tell Rihanna
relationship.
got like a little slick mouth.
Well, it is
but-
clear that they have been close and hugged on several occasions. Rihanna and Eminem's relationship is nothing more than a close but professional friendship.
oh, man,
You see
get
how
the
you tried to
fuck
say he was
outta
messing with that woman?
here. Look, I wasn't trying to say that they were messing around, but I'm just saying that what I thought. They made music together and everything. That was out at one point. I guess they were trolling me. You know, the troll gang goes serious in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? You get famous, you gonna have you a couple of haters out there. What up, Black? Hey,
Hey,
what's up, Black?
Nefarious.
You want to come up down the panel? Internet went out. Oh, you want to come up here on the panel with me?
Rihanna has dated Drake,
I can't hear you.
Chris Brown, ASAP Rocky, Hassan Jamil, Travis Scott,
Hey,
Matt Kemp,
let's talk about that.
Leonardo
So,
DiCaprio. You.
I remember some years ago when ASAP Rocky came out and he said he liked men.
You coming?
What's going on? I don't know. I don't know.
ASAP Rocky and Rihanna.
No, just ASAP Rocky. Is he gay or bi?
Man, see, you can't put it past him though. I mean, even if he ain't, I mean, I salute. But
The
even if he
man
is,
was on YouTube confessing he liked men. So I don't know if y'all seen them videos, but I'm pretty sure they still got somebody got a copy of that shit still on there.
damn.
So then,
And I
if he
don't know,
confessed
though.
it, then he
Came right on out and said it.
Yeah, so that means he is what he is. And what's up with these rappers with the black fingernails? What's up with that? Is that the same? Is that a part of an
That's that
organization?
devil worship.
It's
The black
Illuminati.
fingernails,
It's Illuminati.
Illuminati.
hmm
Oh man, so it's a lot on them then. So that
Haven't
means
you know? Okay, haven't you seen like how these artists start out, and like they're like totally different from when they started to what they are now. Like now, they're all singing about the devil and devil worshiping and this and that. Like you don't
Right.
see it. Like look at like even Sam Smith. You know, like how his concerts used to be to the devil worshiping shit that he does now. You know,
Right.
I mean, um, what's the other one?
ASAP Rocky, if he is gay and he did admit to being gay, then
Doja Cat or
he
whatever,
probably with the
and she
Illuminati.
she switched up too, right?
Who switched up?
Doja, I can't remember what her new song is where she's like biting, like
These people that
spitting
are rappers
blood
and
and shit.
singers and whatever they do now, like they're not even that dope. Like I can't name any of their songs. I can't tell you a Doja Cat song. I just
Me
can't.
neither.
Only
Yeah,
reason
I
I know who
never
she
heard-
is because I watched that show with Lil Dicky in it where he got his own show. That's the only reason I know who she is.
I don't listen to women's music, so
You don't listen to women music? Why you don't listen to women music?
because that shit don't relate to nothing about my life.
Pop Sparker was saying that.
What's that?
You know,
What is it?
but what about the old music with the Mr. Big? You know, and
I never listened to R. Kelly.
You ain't never listen to R. Kelly? Why not?
Nah. I just never listened to her. I just never listened to R. Kelly. So when they start making a fuss about him, it didn't make me no never mind because I never listened to the nigga anyway.
So you made all your babies in silence.
What'd you say?
You made all your babies in silence. Like you ain't played no music.
Oh nah.
Oh, he got 7 3. He got 7 3.
Now I was listening to other shit like Bilal, goddamn Music Soul Child, Life Jennings.
Oh,
Ooh, I
okay,
love
okay.
Life
Like Jennings.
Jennings.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like Jennings.
Case, shit like that. I never listened to R. Kelly though. I don't know what was. It's something about some niggas that make music. It was just at a time
Mm-hmm.
that was like, yo, this seems kind of weird. You know,
Right.
like when KRS One came out with 13 and Good, like nigga, I was 13. And
Yeah.
you make a whole song about molesting girls. Like it seemed kind of weird to me, nigga. And then the nigga was like 20 something.
Oh hell.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm. Yeah, that ain't right there. Yeah, but they do, man. I'm talking about, man. When it comes to the industry, man, they let anything fly now. Anything. I mean, I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna have to say it. But I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be the he
Pops is
she's. You
stuck.
know what I'm saying?
Pops is stuck. He jumped off the top.
They finna start taking over the rap industry, and they gonna be talking about getting on these men and shit. Hey, my G, you probably gotta leave the world and come back, Pop, cause you stuck, my G. I'm sorry. You just
I
can't.
gotta fix that for him. Watch your
I'm
mouth,
sorry.
son.
You come on back here.
And they accept snitching too.
Yeah. Huh?
I said they accept snitching too.
Oh yeah, snitching. Yeah, most definitely, man. These folks acting like these rappers be rapping about they ain't gonna talk to the police and stuff like that. These folks be telling, bro. These folks be
When you think
telling.
about that, haven't they been doing that like the whole time?
Huh?
He said, huh? I said, haven't they been doing that the whole time? Because I was wondering how the hell Snoop Dogg got out of prison.
Oh man, and you know what? They got documentation that Snoop Dogg was a snitch though. Somebody linked out his documentation that he was a rat. But they still fool with
Just
him
saying.
on the strength. They still fool with him on the strength of his music. You feel me? Like all that stuff that they said Snoop Dogg was this, that, and the third. He wasn't even that type of guy, man. I'm telling you. Like he probably was game banging and doing his little thing or whatnot, but for like what they were really trying to get him on, man, he caught one murder case. Like he, on that trial. I mean, that was the only one. He went out here just really like King Von or or the rest of the
You
rappers like
forgot
that.
about them daggone pills and drugs you got caught in Sweden with.
Mm,
What's up,
yeah.
Uncle?
But yeah, yeah, they got caught up with all that stuff, man. Yeah, and they be telling, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always you gotta give something. No matter what it is, you gotta give something. You just can't just you feel me?
Son, all you
Just get
gotta
away with
do,
shit like that. You gotta
all
tell.
you really gotta do is not talk and say I don't understand. I'm dead ass serious. I don't
So what?
understand because I've been under a federal case, right?
Mm-hmm.
The court system language isn't the English that we learn in school. The court
Right.
system's language is like Latin and some whole bunch of other shit, words in the dictionary that you'll never hear of, old references to old cases 50, 60 years ago before you was born. Keep quiet, and the only thing you say is, "Nah, I don't understand none of that. I don't understand nothing,
So
nothing."
what do they say? You got the right to remain silent. You got the right to attorney, man. Isn't
That's
that
that's
what?
that's basic English. Yeah, you have the right to remain silent. Now just shut the fuck up. But people who ain't never been under that pressure, they can't hack it.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
Like knowing shit. Knowing when it happened to me, it was 2013. I knew instantly half the people I talked to, I would never be able to talk to again on the phone.
Mm.
you know what I mean, through no type of digital communication. Like that shit was out the window.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That shit's out the window. It's motherfuckers even now, years later, I can't, I still haven't spoken to them.
Damn.
What?
I mean, have you ever
I
had a
don't
friend
understand.
that you just seen was a just stone cold rat?
No,
Hell
No.
yeah.
Yes.
no, not on no shit that was gonna get somebody, not on no shit that got anybody locked up. But
Hell yeah.
niggas, I don't know niggas that ratted on some hoe shit, thinking it was gonna get them a bitch.
Mm.
Like, oh, like I had a nigga introduced to two bitches. Like I dealt with two bitches, right? And these two bitches had the same group of friends, and they hung out at the same house. And one nigga knew I talked to two separate
What's
girls.
going on, Trinity? How you
This
doing?
nigga introduced the two bitches at the house
Right.
on some hoe shit like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Pop
motherfucker
Spark.
snitch. I'm telling you, like,
Yeah, tell her about that though, Pop Spark.
oh, I was a CO. I seen that
Mm.
shit on the most high level of motherfucker snitching. Like, if you
Yeah.
catching a bid or anything like that, the best thing you can do for any dude that's out there in that life is, like he said, play incompetent and let your lawyer speak for you, because they gonna get you to talk and ask you questions to get you to say stuff that's outside of the law dictionary, where they paint you in a corner. And I've seen it too many times. They telling you the honest truth. I'm listening to them like, this is what they trying to say, but in the law dictionary, it may mean something else. Then they start badgering you on a phrase or a word that you use as in the law dictionary and defining it for you. Now they trying to backpedal, like, okay, now you're not a credible, source of witness, or you can't even testify on yourself because you telling on yourself and you don't even know it. And that's what they do. They paint you in a corner like that. So best thing you can do is, I don't understand the language or terminology that you're using, and just keep it as simple as that.
Mm. Stats. What kind of encounter you had?
Pops Parker. You still a CO, Pops? No? Okay, you good. We can stay in the room.
Look, I jumped out of that junk. After I left the prison, I went to the oil field, and then I got in the trucking game, and I got my own company and everything like that. And I got some real estate property and shit like that. I ain't in that no more. There ain't no money in law enforcement.
Yeah, so Pop Spark. Hey, look, how it was being a CO in the prison? How it was for you?
Man, look, if you got that A-type personality, asshole,
We ain't talking about
you
no
could,
prison.
yeah, you could daggone survive in that motherfucker. But if you got a daggone like a bitch made personality where you trying to go by the rules and don't understand the subcultures of subcultures, you're not gonna last in there. You're gonna be in there, thinking you Superman. Like, you forget, some of these people ain't got nothing to lose. They're gonna find somebody. Hey, Reggie, you got like 200 years. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and stab your CEO up.
Yeah.
And they'll do that junk, no problem.
Dang. So have you ever encountered somebody hitting you with the dookie?
Hit the nah, not me, not me.
Have you ever had some fellow coworkers?
Hell yeah, and we let that shit happen when that shit go down.
No.
That shit is like, yo, we don't like bitch made motherfuckers working with us.
Right.
So you got
right.
some of these guys that come in there thinking they Superman. They get that badge on their chest. All of a sudden, like, everybody knows through a mass movement, the inmates walk through the middle of the hallway. If you want to be the asshole and get in the middle and make everybody go around you like they part in the Red Sea, you the motherfucker gonna get stabbed up and raped. I'm gonna just tell you, male or
Right.
female, you will get stabbed up and raped.
So how many times have you encountered somebody getting raped out of the years that you been a CO?
COs or inmates?
Huh?
Which one?
Either.
I'm talking about
COs,
the
I done
inmates.
seen,
I'm talking
I
about
done
the inmates.
seen, I ain't see it, but it happened to like 10 COs in the 7.5 years I was there.
Damn.
Damn.
And inmates, it happened like maybe like 200 or 300 times because when people come in with the wrong attitude, that's how
Yeah.
they break them down. They get old Uncle, what's that? The booty warrior. They get them
Yeah.
type dudes like that to break you down. You come in there, oh motherfucker, I'm on the street. I did this. Yo, calm down. It ain't that type of party. You ain't the big
Right.
man no more. You the low man on the totem pole out in here.
Right.
They don't want to
right.
believe it. Hey, booty warrior,
Right.
got one right here. And they'll send that booty warrior on them, and they'll do what they got to do. And next thing you know, you see a thug coming there checking in. When they check in, they can't walk. It's a wrap.
Damn. So like, dang, I know you been. Well, since you said you never witnessed anything like that, so what you did when the pod that you ran, you know what I'm saying, when you smelled contraband and what you did, you know what I'm saying?
Man, look,
You keep on just topic to topic. What's the severance pay like once that happened to you?
it ain't no severance pay. It ain't no severance pay. If you was a corrections officer and that shit happens to you, you get all your sick time. If you quit or you don't come back to work, you get all your sick time and vacation pay. That's it.
Well, so don't that fall on the prison? Oh,
Huh?
well, 'cause
No.
you signed up for it. 'Cause
You signed up for that junk. It's like you in.
Damn. So
You don't get nothing. Only time you get a severance package or something like that, if they injure you, like break your legs or do something like that, where it hinders you from working in the future. That's the only time.
Damn. So they saying.
Hey, they can heal. That's a muscle. They say that's a muscle. You stretch. All he had to do is just breathe easy.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh, don't get me on one, man. Talking about
Man,
that prison,
that's
boy. I can talk
crazy.
about that
So,
shit
yeah,
all day.
But yeah, Pop. So the pod that you used to run though, what did you used to do when you used to smell contraband? Did you
It
let them
depend-
slide because you
it-
understand what they were
it-
going through, or
It depends. It depends. Like like certain people doing some things. You know, so there's gonna be some booty weed in there, some drugs, all that stuff. It's gonna be all that stuff in there. You know what I'm saying?
right?
And like the subculture, you have to respect that as a CO. You know what I'm saying? You got the Vice Lords, you got the Bloods, you got the Crips, you got the MS-13, you got the daggone Sayo Santros, you got them. Everybody got their own groups.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't go in there, like, even with me with rank, I left out as a sergeant. I could not go in there and bust a daggone head Crip or, any of those head guys without something to provoke me to do it.
Right.
Then my life is in danger. So if you go around that junk and you see one of the head bosses or something doing something, hey man, put that out. You know what I'm saying? We got rounds coming through, put that junk, and then get out the way.
Right.
You don't want to get set up with that because they got a whole bunch of flunkies that's dying for some rank. And they would do whatever the hell they gotta do to get that rank. So they're not getting booty warrior checking at him every 15 minutes.
Damn.
There's a subculture in there, man. Like you'll see, you gotta learn what your job is, and you gotta learn the subculture, and then that subculture. You gotta learn all of that all in one. You just can't just go in there and just be a little scared ass little CO or something like that and be letting everything go on. You just gotta know. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So if the captain come down there, he do a sneak surprise, and the whole dorm smelling like, contraband. What would happen to you? What would he do to you?
Oh, he won't do nothing to me. He'll just go in there and he knows it's on his call because he, like captains and higher, like captains, the majors, and wardens, they hardly come into the prison. So if they come in there and people are slipping like that, it's no fault. It's like, yo, this is what it is. We got to do what we got to do. So if it's a higher rank come through, it's no problem. Nobody's at fault.
Oh, okay. Dang. So that's crazy though. I was wondering, man, because I mean, like I be seeing a lot of documentary, like little stories people be putting out there, and them sharing they time doing, being in prison and stuff like that. But man, that's crazy though. I mean, like you ain't never run that in for nobody. I mean, you ain't never helped
Man,
nobody out?
I'm gonna just be honest, like when I first went there, I was in the streets heavy. I was out there doing stuff I was throwing rocks at the penitentiary. Let me just be honest.
Right.
And the gig I had that was making me a whole bunch of money, it dried up on one end for my tax purposes. Well, anyways, things changed for me. So my cousin was like, yo, let's go work at the prison, man. They got like application hiring day. Let's go there and lay low for a couple of months. And then we'll get back out here when everything cool down and do it. So when I first got in, I was like, okay, what it is. You know what I'm saying? Dude was like, yo,
Right.
bring me in an ounce. I give you $600 right now. You ain't got no motherfucking $600. He said, matter of fact, go pick it up from this person. I give you the $600 and the junk. Just bring it in.
Yeah.
All right. I
So
started
how
off doing
hard
that
was
shit.
it for you doing it, bringing it in?
Man, when you're a CEO and you got time in and people fuck with you, nobody
Yeah.
check you like that. They always check the motherfucking corny ass motherfuckers that come through
Yeah,
there.
they come in being
Yeah.
assholes and shit.
Yeah. So if you work especially if you work night shift, all I had to do was drop the junk in the trash outside the front gate. I leave it in the trash like that. And then I do a security check. I'm like, yo, I need to go ahead and bring this over here and search it in here, whatever I got to do. I go grab what I get out of that junk, boom, put it in my pocket. I'm like, yo, I just make sure this junk is straight, throw it in the dumpster inside. And then I got the whole junk in there.
Fact.
And then I go in there, pull my rank, I go in that motherfucker, throw that shit in the mop bucket, throw the mop over top of that shit, make sure that mop is wet. And I'm like, yo, get your punk ass out the motherfucking cell and go up there and mop this shit up. He'll go out there, he already know what it is. He'll go out there, motherfucker, lift that mop up, get that shit, and he'll act like he doing his job or whatever like that. And then it's in there.
Oh, dang. So,
Yeah.
So how many CEOs you ever seen get smashed into a game?
Man, it was so many gang member COs in there. It wasn't even funny, man.
Yeah.
A lot of these motherfuckers, they groom where they low rank on the street. They got 1 foot in the street, but they still want to be, you know what I'm saying, legit. Them the ones they prey on. They get them motherfuckers come in and do their bid for they cousins, homie, and they set and shit. And you'll see that junk all the time.
For real.
Yeah. Especially the Latin, the MS-13. MS-13 and Latin Kings, they kept somebody inside.
Mm-hmm. So them having a CEO up under their belt don't consider them a rat.
Nah, only time you rat is if you turn over somebody doing illicit activity. That's the only time you consider a rat.
So have you ever put somebody in a position where you had to tell them, hey, you give me this and I'll do this for you?
Nah, I ain't do none of that stuff because that junk come back in tenfold. You do that shit, you try to put pressure on a motherfucker like that inside, they gonna come and try to pressure you, way harder than that. So I stayed out of that.
Oh, okay.
That's how you become a bitch in there, you know what I'm saying? You start doing favors. I'm like, ain't nothing as me as a free man can ask a man that's incarcerated for a favor on the inside. And then, not expect that junk to come back on me 10 times over. Nah, I wasn't getting in that. That's slavery right there.
Dang. So how many times you had to lock down your pod, due to violence? How many times y'all had lockdown? Like how frequently was it? Like I'd rather say.
You might as well just
lockdowns-
bring Pops up here. You interviewing him. Bring him up here and put him on the chair.
Yeah, but it's cool. Yeah. Come on, Pop. Yeah, because he's not on interview.
That's what it is.
Who else in here? Ain't nobody else
I
in
mean,
here?
'cause he got a great conversation though. He talking. I like the way he talk. Yeah, Wilson with that chilling. But yeah, so yeah. But Pop. So yeah, I was saying though, yeah. So how many times y'all had to have a lockdown? Like you had to have a shakedown. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Hold on.
Turn out the light. Yeah, like shakedowns and shit like that happen. That's inevitable. That junk is gonna happen regardless. You know, they have their annual shakedown, they have their quarterly shakedown, they got shit they looking for or something like that. We done had one female called to the prison and put the whole prison on lockdown because this dude snuck in the cell phone and kept harassing her. He kept fucking with her. He was like, yo, this dude is in cell 203. He keep calling me. Tell him to stop fucking with me. He got a cell phone. He hide it here and this and this and this. I don't want to talk to him no more. And we had to go in there. We had to go in there
So
and
they
get
went in there. Did they find it?
Yeah, he found exactly where it was, everything. He was like, man, look, we know you got that cell phone. Just go ahead and give it up, man, so we don't have to lock it down. But I ain't got no cell phone. Look, your girl Keisha done called like 17 times saying you keep harassing and talking shit to her. And you need to go ahead and just give it up, man. Nah, all right. We can do this the hard way. Call on the radio, lock it down. Hey, and this is how we do justice, though. This is like the subculture we just was talking about. Like, yo, hey, we going on lockdown because 203 don't want to cuff up and give up a cell phone. And then, you know what I'm saying, we go in that motherfucker and we'll lock that shit down. And we'll let that junk lock down for about a good day or two.
You want to come up
Then
here,
we'll
Katniss?
then we'll open up the doors and then we ain't got to worry about that junk no more.
Hello.
The whole pot is...
Katniss.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, what's up?
Hey,
Hey, what's
Kat?
happening?
Oh yeah, man. Hey, good time. Yo, what's up, Kat?
He's interviewing
going on?
Pops, apparently.
Oh, okay. You see
Yeah, 'cause
us?
Pops was a
I used to be.
Okay.
He's telling us about a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
up, Kat?
Yeah.
But
I was
yeah,
in there
so
I was in there where they held the DC snipers.
DC Sniper? No.
Yeah, I was in Virginia. I was in Virginia at the time.
Okay.
You don't remember the
okay,
DC
okay.
snipers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know a dude by the name of Jay.
Huh?
Oh, you gotta catch the global down there real quick, Katniss, and then come on back up. No, you gotta drop all the way down. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Oh, we still can't hear you. You gotta do it one more time, Katniss. I'm
Alright,
sorry.
well-
No, it's a global. It's a go. She said,
Okay, now jump up.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm in Maryland. So yeah, I remember DC Sniper. I'm in Maryland.
Yeah.
I'm in Bowie.
We housed both of them, two separate times.
That was some scary
So-
shit then.
So when y'all take people to the hole, did y'all ever go about days where y'all didn't feed certain inmates because of how they treated you or something?
I say that has happened. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just keep it 100.
Did you ever work at Lorton when it was open?
Nuh-uh.
Oh,
Yeah, so I mean, why did y'all do that? Why did y'all skip over them on feed time? You know,
It'd be a lot of it can be a lot of reasons, you know what I'm saying? Just think of one. Motherfucker throwing shit at you.
yeah,
They throw that shit at
Yeah.
you, you be like, oh, real motherfucker, you really gonna throw that at me like that? They gonna throw that cocktail? Okay. When your tray come, that shit gonna be empty. All of this, look, the tray come, but the tray come, but you can't see what's on the trays in the hole when you go there because they got two plastic lids that's brown. You had them junks
Yeah.
over that junk. All they need to do is see it on camera that you slid the tray in that motherfucker. That's all they gotta see.
Somebody
Oh,
throw shit on
right.
me, bro. I swear to God, they want to eat for a month. Not fucking with me.
You
They wouldn't.
daggone right.
Not
And then,
fucking
and
with
then
me shit.
in the hole, we got like a spot that you go behind the cells. So you can turn off the water, the toilet, you can turn off the electricity, everything that goes in the cell, they can turn that shit off. Because a lot of them dudes, they like to get spiteful and use their bed sheets to pop the sprinkler heads. So we go up
Yeah.
there and turn off the sprinkler heads, everything like that. We'll turn off the toilet, everything, so they can't flood the cell or anything. And then we'll point them
Right.
fans on their ass, and especially in the wintertime, get them fans right there, point the head at their cell.
No.
Yeah, we would freeze out, motherfucker.
Freeze out.
Dang. So when it came down to search time, how comfortable did you feel making the men strip butt naked like that? You know,
Like if you're just
sometimes
doing a regular routine search of the cell, you don't do strip searches. Strip
I'm talking
searches
about
only
strip.
happen. Only time it happens on a routine basis is visitation. So we have visitation, or they come from outside the prison, like they going to the hospital for a cancer appointment and stuff like that, or if they going out for some kind of special treatment or program they got,
Furlough
they have to
type
go
thing.
to.
I got a
Yeah, that's the
question,
only
Juicy.
time you really street.
If you was locked up for 5 years, would you fuck on the CO? I would. I would hope they do searches. Every time they come to my room, I'll be ass
I
naked.
was
They gonna
locked
think I'm
up
crazy.
for almost 3 years, and
No,
the
it's
thought
women.
never crossed my mind.
Yeah, the women's
women-
side, I'll be
women-
asshole naked. I don't care.
No,
I want
women
them bitches to
search
see this
women.
pussy. I let them
Women-
see this pussy.
Women search women over there.
I would say start from the mother JJ. Check when we
Yeah,
squat.
but-
I'll bust
but
that shit over in front of their
There
asses.
is a couple of instances, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like let him do it. I feel more comfortable with his hands on me.
No, the guys can't do that in the formal strip searches and stuff like that. But
Yeah, but I
boy,
have.
they put on some shows like when count time come, because like in the women's facility, they got the little glass window that's like a little slot right here, like a schoolroom. And they always tell you, there's like, yo, when I first got there, there's like, look, do not square your shoulders with the door. I'm like, what the fuck they talking about? So I got up in that motherfucker, I'm doing a count, I'm like, 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Parker, come to the front. Shit, fuck.
What happened? What they be doing?
Man, they be in that daggone eating each other out. They be fucking each other with daggone makeshift dildos. They make dildos out of socks with toothpaste. They get a whole bunch of toothpaste, make that junk hard as on or what. And then they put a sock over that junk and then put some saran wrap around that junk. I'm like, yo, they be doing a double. They be doing a scissor and they be like, yo, it be wild in there. I'm telling you. That junk be crazy. I be in
I be a
there.
dildo making jail.
I worked at everything. I worked at everything except for Death Row in Virginia. I was all over the
dang.
state because I was on the strike force and I was a special
Okay.
officer there. So I was everywhere.
Dang. So
Yeah.
so how was the homosexual inside the prison?
They
when you
ran
was
it.
there?
They ran
They
it
ran it.
exactly. I don't
They
know if
ran
people,
it.
especially in prison. My brother is in North Carolina, and he told me that he said for real. He said, "Did nobody fuck with them? They did their thing. They was just as hard as the straight ones. So
Man, they
they
ran
men
it.
too. Yeah, they ain't getting bullied. They
Because
be
like the
bullying.
first time I experienced that shit, right? We had this one dude named Jelly Bean. Kept being late for count, late for lockup, late for everything. So I went up and I snapped on him like, yo, what? You need to get your punk ass in the motherfucking cell before I'm gonna shut this whole motherfucking down. I'm gonna lock you up and anybody else that got something to say about it. I'm talking shit loud.
Yeah.
After count came around and we popped the cells, man, we had like 6 guys. Hey man, I'm gonna talk to him about that, man. Look, I'm like, why y'all being soft about talking about this motherfucker? Yo, anytime I did that shit to anybody else, it'd be like, yo, Parker is taken care of. It ain't nothing else, none of that. Oh, I'm gonna talk to them. They just go in there and whoop their ass, and that's a problem, and that's it. But this is a problem. I'm like, yo, y'all all coming up here petitioning for this dude. All right, make sure it don't happen again. All right. And the sissies, they ran it. They always had money. They always
Yep.
had plenty of food.
Yeah.
They had everything. We had one. If you look on YouTube, transgenders locked up abroad or something like that. We had 2 of them, Delonte Stokes, Ophelia, whatever it is, what her name is at the time. I mean, she is like her and 3 other people in this interview. And we had to treat them different. And like they ran that jump. They had so many lawsuits because the laws and times was changing at the time where we didn't know how to facilitate
Yeah.
people like that.
Yeah.
So me, I just ran the block like this. I was like, look, doing count time.
What you mean by facilitate them?
Like, because if you put them in the shower, they at risk of rape.
Yeah.
And if you do anything special, you favoritism. So, you know, it's like a balance. So every time I did like count time, I put them in the shower and lock the shower in there and count them in the shower. I put all the transgenders in the shower. Like, look, y'all go here, boom. Each tier had a shower. I lock them in there,
Lipstick.
do the count in there. You got count.
Use
Count
colored,
usually takes about 15, 20 minutes to do
pencils.
count cleared
Like
everything.
eyeshadow and stuff.
So they stayed in the shower the
We
whole
would
20
get it
minutes.
wet,
As soon as counters
then
cleared, I pop them
eyeliner,
out the
was
motherfucking
it
shower, let them
liner,
go back in their cell,
color pencil.
lock them in, and whatever they do after that, when I pop them doors, is on them.
Okay. So what's the biggest head count you had in your pod in your unit?
My cell blocks, the most was 205 in the cell block, and you only had 3 officers in there. One was in the booth.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So
Is it
how
a jail
y'all-
that you
how-
wouldn't work at again? That was just shitty that you just didn't like?
Oh, this was an old. This prison was like 120 years old.
Mm-hmm.
No AC. It just had fans and radiators as heat. So this prison, we sweat it off in the summertime.
Yeah. So when it get hot, it hot, and when it get cold, it cold.
In the control
like that.
rooms, like where the control booths is, where all the women used to work. I used to work with another guy on the floor, and we had a woman in the booth. And it was AC in the booth, in the control room, but AC wasn't on the floors, nowhere else in the prison. The watch office had it, the warden's office, the nurse's station, they had AC, but not the pods.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We housed
Dang.
we housed 2,500 inmates with 14 miles of fence line.
Mm.
We had 5 different units on one camp.
Jeez. So I mean, like, dang. So how it was when the inmates wanted to mingle with each other? Did you let them be able to go to each other pods sometimes and stuff like that, or did you? Just
They not
do that
allowed.
at all?
They're not allowed to visit inside of each other's cell.
Right. True.
They can do in the common areas, a rec room, and rec areas and stuff like that. They're not allowed to be in each other's cell.
So if
and,
it came to you like ACO, let me run over here and get my partner something real quick. I'll be right back. Would you?
That's the
let him
thing. Best is act like you just walking away from you, and it's your pod. Just walk in there like it's yours.
I
As
got a
long as 2
question.
people in there, we good.
do?
I got a question. So I
Yeah.
know like the jail system changed, right? From back when I was younger to now. I remember back in the day, you used to mail shit into the jail. Like you could order stuff and send it like boxes. I know in Maryland, I think maybe in Virginia, because I think my dad was in Virginia at one point. I think he was at the old Lorton. But what's some of the best, like from what I've received from my father, they used to send stuff out. I remember an inmate one time made a whole necklace out of trash bag and plastic. Like, what's some of the, because I see a lot of talented people. I remember one time I got a letter from my brother when he was locked up, and his cellie can draw. I'm talking about this man can draw his ass off. So when you worked in that field for so long, how many people have you seen just come in there with all this talent that just wasted it? Like a lot?
Oh, they
Or maybe
got a
a few?
lot, a hell of a lot of people come through with talent. They can draw their ass off. They can
Some do
sculpt.
bead
They use
work
bars
really
of
good,
soap.
too.
Like one guy, he used bars of soap, and he'll carve something real good. And then they have arts and crafts there. They have some polyurethane or some paint, some leftover paint. He'll harden it with paint. They had woodworking stuff. They had a lot of stuff. People made jewelry boxes, all this stuff. They made a lot of stuff. I bought a couple of picture frames. This one dude was selling picture frames like $350 a piece.
Wow.
These was, I mean, and you can sell the stuff in a visitation room, or you can sell it on the street, or however you want to do it. But there's a lot of people making money in there, with arts and craft
Yeah.
type stuff.
Yeah. And then I got another question. What's the scariest moments you ever had being a CO where you probably was like, in your mind, fuck this, I'm about to quit. And but even if you didn't, like, look, this shit ain't worth it. Like, I'm done. Fuck this shit.
With me, like, I was always confident that if anything, the shit hit the fan, I wouldn't be touched. I felt
Right.
that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was 100% accurate that way, but I had a lot of inmates and stuff come up to me like, hey, Parker, hey, you need to call in tomorrow. I'm like, fuck that. I'm calling in. I ain't coming to work. Fuck that.
Oh, yeah. So
some
you never
crazy
had no
shit
moments
happened.
that might have happened to
Yeah.
your coworkers that you like, damn, this
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah, I done seen some shit like that too. But
Yeah.
the most scariest moment I had was a non-scary moment, but I didn't know. I'm up there in a dorm. A dorm is just beds. It's like, like the military. You ever seen Full Metal Jacket?
Right.
How you got the bunk beds in
Right.
the open room?
Juvenile boot camp. Like
Yeah. So it's just right there, and I got a desk in the front of this building like I'm a class teacher and stuff like that. It's just nothing else. There's nowhere for me to hide, nowhere for me to duck out or anything like that, right? So I'm sitting up there just chilling. I got the computer over there in the little corner. I'm like tapping on some shit. inmate comes up to me, you know, with his fist balled, got tears in his eyes, rolling up on me. I'm like, oh shit, he on a suicide mission. Let me grab his damn mag light. I grabbed the motherfucking mag light and everything. I got that joker behind my back, like ready to go up there. By the time he got up to me, he started crying. I'm like, what? He fell to his knees and everything, cried like a little 3-year-old. I was like, what the fuck wrong with you, you dumbass motherfucker? He's like, Parker, man, I gotta tell you this, man. I'm getting released in like 3 weeks. I'm like, what the fuck you up here crying for? I'm like, yo. I was like, yo, I was about to bust you upside the head with this damn flashlight. Why the fuck you up here crying with your fist clenched? He said, man, I don't know. I was about to come up here and hit you and everything so I can stay.
And so you stay.
I'm like, yo.
My cousin did that shit.
I'm like,
When
why?
he got locked up.
I'm like, why the fuck you want to stay? This dude said, man, I've been locked up since I was 14. I'm a virgin. I never hugged a real woman and everything like that. He said, I don't know nothing about working. I don't know nothing about paying no bills. He said, I do not know nothing about anything on the outside world. I don't even know how to use a phone, a cell phone, a house phone, anything. He said, I don't know nothing about nothing. He said, what I'm going to do when I get out there? This dude was like 35, 40 at the time. I'm like, yo, get out there and see, motherfucker. Shit, if you don't like
some
it,
pussy.
go over there and get you, try some pussy. I'm telling you, this junk don't stink like that. They don't smell like asshole. I mean, it's amazing. I'm telling you.
Right.
I'm telling you, man. You can do so much with it. Look,
Did he come back or did he stay out? Did you ever see
he
him
stayed
again?
out. Yeah, he stayed out.
Good. He figured it out.
Yeah, he got me on his Facebook right now, and he's an airplane mechanic.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
dope.
yeah, that's
yeah,
fine.
he
He
doing
figured
all
it
right.
out.
He figured it out.
figured
Probably
it
got him
out.
some pussy. He was all in.
It was great. He smelled the pussy and was like, I ain't going back.
I ain't going back. Fuck this.
And it was crazy, right? Like this situation, how it went down, because he was out with another inmate, a deaf inmate. And on this deaf inmate, he tried to attack my car and shit. I pulled my gun on him and shit like that. But I seen him. He was talking to me. He was like, yo, I really need help, man. I'm in this halfway house. I don't know what to do. So I was like, all right. I knew some dudes that had like planes and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, yo, I said, they might need some help, you know, on the runway, the tarmac or something like it's a private airport. But they might can, you know, let me do. I called them up. They put him out there and everything like that. Next thing I know, he across country doing airplane mechanics. So I guess that put him on a path that he needed to be on.
Yeah.
So when you go out there and you getting ready to go out there in the pods, what all equipment do the people equip you with? You know what I'm saying, to be able to maintain the pod.
Say what now?
What kind of equipment do y'all people equip y'all with to maintain the pod?
This it.
That's it.
This it.
That's it.
This it.
No taser, no billy club.
You can't
No,
bring nothing. You
nothing.
can't bring nothing in that that can be turned against you in a weapon. Only time you get pepper spray or anything like that, if something is going down, and we coming in with it. We come in with the electric shields and stuff. We got the little plastic shields. You get them junks. You can hit the little button right there, and that junk is shot if they try to touch your shield. So you got some stuff to go in with after the fact, but not in the midst of it.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question. When you were a CO, did you ever see anybody that you knew, that you known outside locked up one day, and you just go on account and you're like, oh shit, damn, we probably went to high school together. We went to high school together. You ever run into somebody you know?
My nephew's dad, he was in there, and he was like a heavy drug lord. I mean, he was doing it, but where he got locked up, he was in a different state. Because I grew up and born and raised in West Virginia. We was all in West Virginia. And if you know anything about West Virginia drug thing, it's a different beast. And all he did was wait. Because if you doing anything in West Virginia, because you know West Virginia is a hub for Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio,
Right.
that whole Appalachian Valley, Ohio Valley area right there. So he come in that junk like he in Virginia. I'm like, yo. He said, I'm glad I seen you. I was like, yo, what's up? He said, yo, I just need to know who to talk to and what's going on, and I can work from there. I said, man, all right, I got you. I put him in a conversation with the right people, and he was straight the whole tour he was there.
Yeah, because I know in Fairfax they got a unit in Fairfax. My friend was just on it. He was telling us that shit. It was like dorm style. They had keys to their rooms, and they ended up shutting it down. And then he got transferred back out to Maryland and all this other shit. But like that, some of them like Fairfax is
That's
I guess,
feds. You talking feds then? Out of state.
Yeah. But he was there, and they had little keys, and they was in Virginia. But Virginia's look. I don't even go to Virginia. I'm too scared.
Go on vacation, leave on probation.
I don't bring my ID. Yeah, exactly. He needs to go on vacation, leave on probation. I don't even think I owe them like $400 on a ticket I got when I was 18, and I totally forgot about it. And I'm 36. I know I'm going to jail if they catch me. I fuck Kings Dominion. I'm not right. I don't even take my ID. We go to Virginia. Listen, no. Stay my ass in Maryland. I don't go. I got a ticket in Virginia. Yeah, that was the ticket. I got a $400 ticket for my rims. And Virginia was illegal, the size they were. I was like, what the fuck? I got Maryland tags. I don't even live in Virginia. I just came over here to go to the movies.
So, look, hey, Parker, so how many times you had to deal with somebody flooding out the cell? I mean,
oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit happened. That shit in the hole. Only time that junk happens in the hole.
Yeah.
They do that all the time in the hole.
And why they do it, though? Why you think? Why they say?
Out of protest of anything, if the old lady out there cheating on them or anything, they'll just do it just because they upset about the weather. Who knows?
I'm upset about the weather.
Yeah.
So Spot, okay, Parker. So if you were to walk past somebody's cell, if you would walk past two inmates' cells and they were bunkmates, and you were walking by doing count, and they was in there having sexual intercourse, what would you do? What would have been your first response?
If I looked at them and nobody's in duress, I mind my business. But if it's a motherfucker in there with a hand over his mouth and he up there looking like he's sneaking and doing it, hey man, hey, you coming out of there. You coming out of there. You stealing daggone booty right there. Don't steal it. Ask for it nicely.
That's true. I'm about to say, if I had seen them and they looked like it was consensual, I'd probably be like, all right.
That motherfucker but throwing it back. You go by here but throwing it back like, yo. I'm like, yo, all right, you know what? There's two in there.
These still men, you know, and they got urges, so I'm gonna let them get theirs, because then maybe they won't come so confrontational. You fuck that up, and it's consensual. Hell nah, let it go. Let it happen.
They gonna be real mad at you.
They be done soon. They be done soon. Fuck it.
So
what's going on?
So damn. So she was one of your convicts.
Nah, she on mute. She on mute, Millie.
Y'all got me fucked up.
We know. Yeah. So you'll just mind your business. You won't stop it or nothing. You just.
What they gonna do when they get out? All they gonna do is get right. It's like a domestic couple, you know what I'm saying? They can beat on each other and everything. But I'm a firm
believer in domestic violence.
You know what I'm saying? They'll go right back to it, you know? So it's no reason to jump in unless they want out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what if you stand down there in your
Big
cubicle,
Papa.
you know what I'm saying, watching the pod, and then one of them just come by and just have on booty shorts or something like that, and made something out of booty shorts. So what would you do then?
This nigga here.
No,
because they make stuff like that for real.
No, you take them to the hole because they will cut their jeans. They got like work jeans. It's like.
Are you trying to get pointers from when you get locked up?
No, I'm just saying his point of view.
Just don't drop the soap.
CO.
Then that's all you can do, bro.
No.
All you can do is just take them, put them in the hole, take the jeans, and take them in there and be destroyed. And they get a charge for destroying state property if it's state property.
So you get more time.
Yeah. So the only thing they need to do is just get them sweatpants or whatever like that, buy them and fold them up or whatever they get to do. Cut the elastic at the bottom and just fold them up to shorts.
Dang.
That's the best thing I could tell them to do.
Shit, I be in that bitch in shorts too. If we had no AC in that one jail, we're in that bitch in fans. I might be ass naked. They had to put me in a hole all the time. So I'd be that one to be on some bullshit.
You don't want to go in hole because you ain't got no
go,
fan.
but I ain't gonna be hot. I'll be in the whole ass naked.
It'll be worse.
Look, I wouldn't be a problem. Look, I wouldn't be cussing no COs out. I wouldn't even be that type of inmate. I would just literally probably just do shit like that.
Shit, you ain't got to bother them. They'll fuck with you. They feel you soft.
No, I ain't talking about like that kind of way. No.
They gon' you trying to hide your goods? They gonna get
No,
that.
I ain't hiding shit. I'll be out there motherfucker with them bitches out. Shit. I'm looking for a bitch first day in. I'm trying to be somebody's bitch. Come on. Who the fuck? I'm trying to show you the shit. Hell yeah.
But I'm gonna just put this out here because a lot of people don't know this junk. Like, hey, which one y'all think is harder, the women's prison or the men's?
The women's, because the price might tartar
The
sauce
women's more
off and on.
Now the women's
I say
prison.
The women.
Women.
Trust me, I
'Cause we
know up
petty.
close and personal.
Yeah, we petty.
Because
We petty.
like in the men's prison, like if me and you had a problem, I'm gonna catch you in a stairwell, shower, or in your bunk or something like that, and try to get away with it. Women, it's on site. That's where the real terminology of on site
Yeah,
come
we
from.
petty. We petty.
I
like
seen
that.
a motherfucking female melt this chick's face right in front of me, and it happened so quick. I'm sitting up there because like I'm at the women's forum and this time, and this is when I got assigned there. I was out in Fluvanna, Virginia, and it's a max prison for women. And I'm sitting up there, and this lady, I mean, she was like nice looking and everything. I'm like, okay, she in the microwave for like extra long. I'm like, why the fuck is she in this motherfucking microwave? So the other part come in from child. I'm like, okay, she's smiling, she upbeat, everything. This other chick come in, she up her jack on twitching and being extra. She grabbed that cup out the microwave. Soon as she opened the door, she like, CO. I said, okay. Bang. She opened up that door, said, boom, threw that shit right in the face. That shit was, bleach water. I mean, some bleach powder with some water and some acid, some other stuff that she got. I don't know where she got all this equipment, chemicals from. She hit that junk. She looked like Two-Face. That junk hit side of her face and melted it. That junk happened right there in front of me. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck I gotta do? And then
Run.
most dudes, after they do what they did, they'll stop and be ready to cuff up. They're not gonna fight no COs. Not at the women. It don't matter what happened. Like I can go in that motherfucker. I'm like, yo, Millie, I'm locking you up. Nah, fuck you, motherfucker. She gonna fight me. And as soon as I get her under control, then here go clean coming through. Nah, get your hands off her, motherfucker. And then bow, 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 bow. And then all of a sudden I'm up like, hey, yo, me and Rello got both of y'all under control. Here come Genesee over this motherfucker with a shoe. She beating the fuck out of somebody with a shoe and shit. It gets crazy. It goes on and on and on like one after another.
I can really see
another.
that happening though.
Me
with
too.
the-
Me too.
That junk
Me
is
too.
crazy.
I
Me
can
now
see
starting
that.
it. and
Pop,
Like-
you worked in the women's prison?
I worked everything
in
in
all of
Virginia. I
them.
worked everything except for death row.
That's a yes or
Juvenile,
no, bro.
men's, yes.
How many times you got your dick sucked?
I ain't get my dick sucked now.
I'm
One
just trying to
time.
figure it out.
Hell
I
no.
know if I was but I'd be man.
Yo, hey, I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot of people indulge in that.
I know.
Hey, what's up, son?
I had
I
a
remember
friend
that.
I went to school with that
Look.
was a CO and she got pregnant by one of the inmates.
Exactly.
I was about to say that. Remember in
Yeah.
Baltimore, like 2-3 years ago, the BMF dude that was real big, he had like 3 or 4.
Somebody had like 3 or 4 bitches pregnant.
Yeah,
I
and
seen
then
that. I seen that.
COs out
Didn't
here
that
in
one
Maryland.
CO lady break out that dude from prison? She married
The white
her.
lady.
The white
Yeah.
lady. She,
Yeah,
I
he
seen
killed
that
her.
shit too.
He killed her, didn't he?
No.
No, she went to jail.
I thought
She
he,
went to jail.
I thought there was
No,
one
she
that
went to
the dude
jail.
killed the girl.
No, she went to jail.
What's going on?
I thought there was a white lady that got.
I know it was a black girl got killed.
Walking around the
He had
topic,
killed
y'all.
her.
You know what I'm saying?
A black girl had killed.
But like,
he had killed
one
her and her
crazy-
family.
Blessing us. You know
One
what I'm saying?
crazy
With this-
situation that did
Huh?
happen. One crazy situation that did happen. My lieutenant,
What?
he had a situation with his wife, where his wife microwaved their baby.
What
no,
the
no.
fuck?
Yeah, if you look up in Virginia about the woman who microwaved a baby, that should have come up.
right now.
What you mean
Yeah.
microwave the baby? She wanted the baby
She
dark.
put the baby. Yeah, she had postpartum depression. She threw the baby in the microwave and microwaved the baby.
Oh my god.
So we had an emergency situation because, like we said, we was on a strike force. We left from our prison to go to this women's prison to get it under control because it was chaotic for 15 hours. So we get there, And he up there got tears in his eyes. I'm like, yo, this dude is a Marine, a white guy, straight Marine.
Mhm.
I mean, like one of them guys that don't smile at no jokes. He don't laugh. He don't socialize outside of what the job is.
Right.
He's
only
just
got 5
straightforward.
years.
Yeah,
She only got 5 years for that.
yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
we go through the pod and everything. I'm seeing him like, yo, got tears in his eyes. He was just like, yo, I'm like, I ain't never seen this dude show any emotion ever. I grabbed him like, yo, everything all right? He said, I'll be all right. I said, yo, this ain't right. I said, I know you. I went and got my captain and the major. I was like, yo, what's going on? The major seen him, and the warden came up there and said, oh, no, get him the fuck out of here now. They got him out of that junk and everything. I was like, what the fuck going on? He said, his wife is in here. She, killed their kid, their firstborn. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
I
he
said,
lost his
maybe I
wife
done
and his
saved
child.
something. Yo, I done saved something. Because this
Hey,
dude,
what's
like,
going
he
on,
was,
Simmons? How you
yo,
doing, Simmons?
there's
My
no
dear
telling what the
Simmons, how you
dude,
doing?
what was on his mind.
All you gotta do is give a bitch 2 cartons of cigarettes. They would have shanked that bitch in there.
Man,
She probably, hey, you know what? I think
How
postpartum,
do you got somebody on
postpartum is
the dog?
real. That
What's up,
shit
Queen?
real. A lot of people, a lot
Medea.
of women struggle with
I'm on
that.
the 3. Sit on
And
the 3.
that was their first child too.
Get on the 3
a
on the
lot of
floor.
women don't know how to handle that.
On the
shit.
floor is a 3.
Hey, Medea.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing? How you
Hello.
doing?
How y'all doing?
All right, and you?
All right. How you doing?
All right. That's wonderful.
Medea, we gotta pat you down because we know you got a gun.
Hey,
Yeah, I
big
know
shout out to
she-
everybody in the building, man. Big shout out to everybody in the building.
Medea done lost weight. Shit, Medea done lost
Hey,
weight and
Medea.
everything.
If you had to go to prison for 5 years, would you get on the guard?
Now you seen the movies. You seen
Would you
how
get on
You
Medea
the
ain't
what?
seen
was
the
in
movie
prison.
where she was locked up?
I just want to say, nigga, did you not see the movie?
Hey, look, but this is Medea.
Medea
in
said, "Don't
person, so
touch
let's
me." Medea said, "Don't touch me." God damn it!
What you
They don't
doing?
have no
What you doing, Medea?
sanitizer.
see- You
I
haven't
have to
seen
shoot
what?
people with my gun because people are being so mean to me outside to shoot them. I keep it peace. I keep it peace.
DeKalb County.
Man, like I could not work that daggone women's unit too long because when I get in that motherfucker too long, I be looking up release dates. I know, like, look, reassign me, please. Get me up out of here. Reassign me. It was some junks in there. You was like, yo, I'll risk it for that one.
Chasing me, we got
Golly.
chased by the popo.
See, I'll
You
be
got
that.
chased
I'll
by
be
the
that
hell,
inmate.
yeah.
I would get up every day just to fuck with the COs. Like I literally would be entertaining myself with fucking with the COs. Like nothing mean, nothing fucked up. I'll be complimenting the fuck out of them. Oh, you look sexy
Man, look,
today, Dad.
I
I be
had
calling him
that-
Daddy. Oh, let's hey, let a ride go on. I'm gonna bend over the table. I'm talking about I would literally fuck with them.
Hey,
all the time. They're gonna
Southern.
be like, this bitch,
Hey,
this
y'all.
bitch, this bitch
Hey,
cat
what's
on
So
up,
some
Southern?
shit.
I used to have a little CO boo thing, but the CO thing is really true. When I was there, I was down in like DeKalb and Henry County, right?
Mm.
And Henry County,
Yeah, you gotta come back
We
over in
can't
the
hear
3.
you.
You gotta come back in the
come
3.
I thought she was giving
Oh,
a
my
demonstration. I was like, what?
so like
I thought she was, yeah. I thought
Look, something when you said in DeKalb County, your hands just went like this. I'm like, girl, we doing?
Yo, we throwing up those signs over there.
Yeah. You
Hey,
ain't tell me you was a blood, damn it.
nah, that was Zone 6, DeKalb County.
Yeah, I ain't know. What?
So look, so in Henry County, it's like where all the white folks, their cousins, moms, dad work at the facility, right? So when they work there, the parents can't even be in the same pod as them because they'll get special favors. Come to find out, the head chief got 2 females pregnant. One got released, and then came back in the next month because she ended up fighting the girl for a man.
Damn.
why she was pregnant?
See, my thing is, I
She got
wouldn't
her
fuck on the
man. Where
CO,
you
but I
from?
am thinking I would. I swear to God, I would, boy. I'd be like that
Dang.
motherfucker protesting. I'd be saying all
So
types of
Ken-
wild shit.
So, Candace, so if you get pregnant by a CO and you get out, you gonna go back in?
I ain't probably gonna get pregnant by no CO because I'm gonna feel like he tried to trap me. Like that ain't like in there or out there. I don't want no babies. See, I wouldn't be my goal. I would just be fucking with him. Like a fight break out, I'd be on the side. Like, oh, everybody, put your hands up, stick your ass out. Time to search us. I'm not going back till I get searched. I think it's something in my back. I need you to reach. Like, I'm that type. Like, I would just be fucking with him. You know what I'm saying?
She'd be like,
I
no,
be-
it's up a little bit
I
further.
be fucking around trying to pat
Just a
down
little
other
bit
bitches.
further.
I be down there like, hey, you want me to check her out, Parker? I'm gonna start from the front.
He did the hand motion and everything.
I would
They
literally
like
be
that
that
shit,
one.
cat.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'd be that one to just be fucking with bitches and people all day. I swear to God. I would just do that all day. I sell all the
Yeah.
toothpaste so they can harden it up. I would swear to God, commissary, I would order all toothpaste. I have enough fucking
All right,
Colgate for the
Medea.
whole block.
Okay,
I swear to
Medea.
God.
All right, God bless y'all.
All right.
All right,
That's
you
you
too.
too, Medea.
Hey, but
Yeah.
I caused chaos in the visitation room one time too, and it was clearly on accident. It was just so crazy. I had this
Oh,
one
man,
inmate.
Tell her what
had-
happened. What happened?
I had this one inmate, right? He kept fucking with me and giving me a hard time the whole time. So he wasn't affiliated. So I really couldn't go to no heads of, anybody without, really putting that pressure on them. So it's like, it's not no use of me punishing a whole pod to get at this dude. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get him. So I went up that junk. I was like, I got him in his face. I locked him in the cell. I was like, motherfucker, I'm going to get you. He said, payback is going to be sweet. And when I get it, I'm going to lick my fingers every second I got it. So he was like, yeah, whatever. He talking shit. It come to that going like about a week or two later, I seen this motherfucker tiptoeing from the shower. I'm like, what the fuck you tiptoeing from the shower? And then I seen the daggone dude come out right behind it. Here's one of the, the feminine
Yeah.
dudes. I was like, he seen that I seen him. I ain't say a word. About a week later, visitation come around. Me being me, I got a personality where I like to talk to everybody. So I'm up at this one table. She the first lady there. I'm sitting there talking. He come through the gate. He the first person I see. So I'm just looking at him like, oh shit, he come to see her? So I'm just talking just general talk. I ain't said nothing out of the ordinary. Then all of a sudden my mannerism changed. I dropped one shoulder, started talking to his old lady and stuff like that. It's just my body mannerisms was like kicking in. I was like, yeah. I turned my back and was talking and stuff like that. So when I go through there and then bring him in through the front gate, I said, all right. I said, hey, visitation gonna be very interesting today. I ain't say nothing else. I got in there, just kept walking around the daggone table and just kept looking at him like real crazy. He said, hey man, you tell my girl anything, man, what you talking about? She's like, what are you talking about? The next thing you know, the conversation came up and it blew up that, what happened. And he went on and admitted to her that he was, in the shower with a dude. And he's like, I told him about it. And she acting like she don't know. She said, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I just looked at him like, I ain't said a
I ain't
word.
never heard nothing like that.
I did not even know.
I wish the CEO would get my face in jail. I fuck around and kiss him in the mouth. I swear to God. My boy, I swear to God. I be like, we going to the whole day. I swear to God.
Oh, man.
Some
Can't
of
put
those
me in
CEOs
jail.
be looking good now. They
Hey,
be
look, you
buff.
can't look. I would kiss the ugliest one, and that let me get 5 years. You already know what's up with me. Get in my face, motherfucker. I'm gonna
Man.
say, give me one
You kissing
margarita.
the
I'm
ugly
a,
CEO you can find. You kissing
Man.
the ugly one? You down
they
with
got
that
my
too?
face. I would make them talk shit to me too. As soon as they got my face up,
I didn't kiss a single CO when I was locked up.
I
They gonna be
swear,
like,
female
please,
or male, I don't
they
give a
gonna
fuck.
put your ass in a restraint cell.
funny, bro.
They gonna have to put me. They got to put me in another unit.
What's up,
I
Adam?
had one. He come in and check our bunks like around 3:00.
I be
He used
asking
to
nigga on
sit there
top.
with that muscle shit that used to pump, and he'll just sit there and pump his muscles all day. And he'll sit and talk to me. And that shit used to be so damn sexy.
I be like, look here, Jones. You know I'm lonely.
Oh my God!
Oh, he
you
knew
call
I
me
was
up there to
on
hear that.
The only male
You
CO
call
we
me up there to hear
had,
that. I don't want to hear that. I
it
don't want
lost
to
a
see no
bunch of
man
weight
pumping
real fast. and he
motherfucking
was not
waist,
cute.
getting swole like. Getting
Well, look, look,
Right.
if he
He
did
come to
it,
my cell
'cause if
doing
they
that,
try him, he'll
I'm gonna
knock
go
his
like
ass.
this.
Man, look.
Big
Think you need to do a bump
buff-ass
check
Man, look.
immediately.
Look, one thing I did find
I got
out real
contraband.
quick. Like if you didn't do no type of martial arts or self-defense classes or something outside of there, and you just all muscle, them was the first ones that went down. For some
yeah.
reason, like when you lift weights and everything, all your muscle, your bone structure is so rigid. Soon as you get hit,
Exactly.
you the first one that could drop on the ground, man. I was like, yo, I was in shape at the time. I took Taekwondo, I took self-defense, I took all that junk. I took all I can fuck a motherfucker up if it need to be. But them big motherfuckers, you was like, yeah, we got these motherfuckers back here. They gonna bag me up. We going here. You going there with the shield and everything. You look back like, what the fuck, everybody? What the fuck? Oh, hell no. Let me bag the fuck back up and try this again. What the
You ever see anybody famous locked up while you was CO? Anybody famous?
we had Chris Brown. We had
Okay.
D'Angelo.
Oh, that's typical. Yeah, he a cokehead. We be laughing at him out here. On this side. Yeah, he a cokehead.
Yo,
I
let
swear
me
to
tell you.
God, I didn't, my bad. I'm streaming live. I ain't even, everybody know it. He be on live.
Look,
Our
I'm
shit.
gonna tell you. Oh shit, you streaming live. I can't tell this story then.
Oh yeah, what happened? You ain't dropping no names, so they ain't long as you don't
Yeah,
go
all
in
right.
specific
Look.
detail. Just go around the map with it. But we
I
gonna hear-
saved D'Angelo on accident, man. I did not know I
Oh my
did
God,
that
he
shit.
dropped names.
I
Oh, we
saved
already
his
know.
ass.
Man, they be whoring his ass out
Yeah,
here.
I saved his ass on accident.
How you saved him though? How
Only
you
people
saved
like
him?
him
It's
are
like-
middle-aged women.
out there with a prison where I worked at is rural. I mean, it's like out in the middle of nowhere. D'Angelo's grandfather stayed like 3 to 7 miles away from my prison.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm driving away from work and everything. Like I see a yellow Hummer. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This shit it goes in the ditch. If you know anything about them rural roads in Virginia, those ditches is not like something that you can just step down in and be like, okay.
Right.
No,
Damn,
you can
yeah.
lose a whole car in the ditch. You can drive past a car in the ditch on side of the road and you would not see that shit. So I'm just driving by. I'm like, okay, boo, 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 boo. He wrecked his motherfucking Hummer. I had my Hummer at the time. I had an H3. I said, oh shit. I said, let me see what the fuck going on. This motherfucker, at this time, he wasn't the D'Angelo that I knew on TV. This is a
Right.
motherfucking big fucking dude. Look like he looked like ODB at this time. He was fat at the time. So I didn't recognize him. So I get up in this motherfucker. I was like, yo, the police is gonna be here pretty soon, man. Is there anything in your car? Because I can obviously see that he's intoxicated. I said, is there anything in your car that don't need to be here when the police get here? He kept telling me no. I asked him 3 times. He finally said,
You got an 8-ball
yeah,
coke in
man,
the
yeah.
door.
I need. I got a lot of stuff in this car that I need to get out of here, man. They're gonna be here in a minute. He pulls out a daggone 8-ball of coke.
I knew it.
Like a-
She already knew what she
I
called
knew
it.
it. 8-ball of coke. I already knew it.
About a half a pound of weed and like
Yeah.
about I say about 28 grams of coke. I mean on crack. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? He was like, yo, he said, you said you're gonna
if
get
you
rid
watch
of it.
his lives, he be high as shit singing one song. He be sweating. That boy high as shit. He ain't even entertaining.
Yo,
Mm-mm.
but this young put me on in Richmond though. I can say this now because this is after the statutes of limitation. But
He
after I
brought you
did
up
that
here.
shit, he was like, yo, he said, I need you to call this number. He gave me a business card. He said, call this number. They'll know what to do. I'm like, all right, what the fuck? So I had all this shit in my car. I'm in my CO. I had my pants on. I ain't had my shirt on because he ain't recognized me. So I'm up there like, yo, I called this dude. I was like, yo, this guy gave me your number, told me, drop some stuff off to you. He's like, who was it? I was like, he driving a yellow Hummer. All I know. He said, oh, I know who that is. He said, yo, meet me at this car lot. And he's like a dealership. I'm like, all right. I go to this dealership. It got Lamborghinis, Ferraris, everything like this. This dude, he sells cars to the celebrities in the area. So I was like, oh shit. I ain't gonna say the name because y'all it'd be too much.
Right.
And I go there and give him everything. He was like, hey, yo, this it? He's like, yeah. All right, cool. He said, yeah, you know who that was, right? I was like, yeah. Nah. He said, yo, that's D'Angelo. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. This dude is fat than the motherfucker. This is not no D'Angelo. He said, yeah. He said, that's D'Angelo. And by this time, it's like the next day, this motherfucker coming through the door like, yo. He said, there he is right there. I'm like, ain't no fucking way. He come through and was like, hey, yo. He said, did that dude call you and everything? He said, yeah, he just dropped the junk off. And he was like, hey, yo, all right. he talked to me and everything like that. He gave me like 5 bands right there. He's like, yo, thank you.
Exactly.
I'm like,
I would have
yo.
took the weed.
I'm like,
Yeah,
yo.
want his shit.
I would've
He
took
look
the
like he
weed.
be mixing his shit up, like D'Angelo, like
I probably
like he
wouldn't have
like
touched it.
in
Don't know
our
what he
area
put-
because he live in
don't
our
know what
area.
he
Him,
mixed it up with.
people be like the only people that like him is middle-aged women who don't live in the area because like he known for that. Like he know like when he said Abel, I already knew the Abel Coke. He always with that dumb shit. Like
Yeah.
he got so much talent. That boy seem like he gotta be high to sing. Like I don't know.
Is this in LA or DC? What
No,
is it?
No,
in
Virginia.
DMV. Yeah, Virginia.
Virginia?
Between DMV, yeah.
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 And then dude that I went there for the car lot, he ended up getting locked up like about 2 months later and everything. He remembered me. He was like, yo, I remember you. I was like, yo, shut the fuck up. He's like, yo, I
Right.
remember you. I was like, yo, shut the fuck. You ain't never been
Long
locked
as
up
y'all
before. He
take care
said,
of my
nah.
baby Breezy.
So come to find out, this dude owned just about every club in Richmond. He owned like Alley Cats, Paper Moon. He had 2 strip clubs he owned. He had 2 clubs downtown he owned.
Why he hung up?
And
So
his
gonna
homeboy,
be sweet then.
yeah, so his homeboy owns the other strip club and a couple other clubs downtown. So I was like, yo, I ain't never had to pay to get in the club after that since that moment. I get in, people are like, yo, is he a celebrity? Who the fuck is that? He's like, oh, who's this? Like when Lil Wayne got arrested in Richmond, I was down at the club where he was supposed to be performing that night. I met Lil Wayne, everything, the whole crew, everything. They went down to perform. On the way to the club, he got arrested and everything like that. He got harassed, everything got robbed. Everything happened to him in Richmond. Everything went wrong, could have went wrong with Lil Wayne that night.
Everybody keep playing with Richmond. Richmond is tough. Out of Richmond trapped the fuck out. Like Richmond, they be having some real crazy. You wouldn't think that though,
especially on them
but
train
Richmond,
tracks.
wow.
People
Richmond's
sleep on it
wild.
because it's everybody considers Richmond a country city.
It's not
But they
that country
forget-
like that.
But they
Richmond go
forget.
hard.
But
They do.
they forget that it's on 95. It's a pipeline.
Mhm.
That's how Rick
Exactly.
Ross and
True.
everybody used to do. They used to bring the stuff up from down to Florida and
Mhm,
bring it right
mhm.
on up through there.
Mhm.
And Richmond was always a stopping point for a lot of people. And
Especially
it
South
gets in.
Richmond over there on them train tracks. Them motherfuckers go hard, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
yeah,
been there.
yeah.
We would ride
Hey,
down Richmond with the
you know they
cars.
open curry
They
out
the
that
only
motherfucker. They don't even
They the
care.
only
Yeah.
motherfuckers that I know put fucking 26s on the goddamn minivan. Minivan
Yeah.
fucked up. That bitch sitting on
How
rims.
the fuck you put a 26?
Hey
on
girl,
a minivan?
Richmond.
They
Look,
jack-
Richmond.
Look,
When they have
yeah.
the Chevy shootout, when they have import versus domestic, any major car thing out at Buzz Creek, Richmond, everybody from everybody down there with them cars
They
and
be
all them
turning
dope
up.
boys, all them
Yeah.
dope boys, they come. I remember we went one year. We went to the
Portsmouth.
Dunk Master Classic.
What's that shit?
No,
When I
that's
tell you
further out.
Richmond
That's
pulled
further
the
out.
fuck up. Them
The
bitches pulled up
boys.
with their cars on the trailer already, but they got all their cars, all they all dope boys, all they old schools on the trailer with the blocked out dually, and that back of the truck said dope boys, and that's what the fuck
There's
it
only
is.
2
All
cities.
Richmond.
It's
All
only 2
Richmond.
cities that was on First 48 and Crime 360 in the same time, and that was Richmond and Charlotte.
Yeah,
Richmond and Charlotte.
Yeah, Richmond is wild. You
There was the
definitely
only
ain't gonna
2
go down there and
cities
take the
that
country.
it was on both shows.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, they ain't that country. I mean, most people up here we think about the colleges till you get down there, and they really got hoods out
Yeah,
there.
you get down there, you see the
You be like,
clothes in the
lock
mouth.
my
You
door.
think you in Baltimore.
Yeah, lock my door.
Yeah.
Like fucking with these people. Hell no, I
Yeah,
lock my
Richmond
door
reminds
down
me of
there.
Baltimore a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And where I
I
stayed
see
out
why
in
Chris
Richmond,
Brown be acting like how
I was in the Mechanicsville area. If y'all know anything about
Yeah, I
Richmond
know.
out that way.
Yeah.
Y'all
Like,
got
I
a
had-
Mechanicsville out there?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We got a
It's 2 of them.
Mechanicsville out
It's
here.
one in Virginia and one in Maryland. Mhm.
We got
Yeah.
one
I'm
here
about
in
to say, I know the Maryland. That's where Buzz Creek
Yeah,
at.
it's 2 of them.
That's Southeast DC area right there. You talking about Mechanicsville out that way.
Mechanicsville, Maryland. That's like Buzz Creek.
Yeah.
But the tracks. That's kind of like that's where the white people at.
Up 301. Up
Yeah, you know it.
301.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dirt bikes and 4-wheelers, all that shit.
Yeah,
out
that's the playground out there. You go out there and you fuck off. You can even, I think you go fishing out there too. Yeah, you can go
You're
out there and
about
fuck
you're
off
about
for
30
real.
minutes away from Chris Brown's place, Tappahannock. This
Mhm.
Tappahannock is like you go up there 301. I mean, what is this? What is it, Junk? 2.
Tappahannock is pretty. They got some nice
Yeah.
scenery in Tappahannock. They really do.
there. Dang, you telling me I'm that close to Chris Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, breezy. That's
Right.
breezy country out there. You can't talk bad about Chris Brown nowhere in that part of town. They fuck around and get jumped. by everybody.
I'm right. I'm right near Iverson
Chris-
Mall, so I can go straight down Branch Avenue.
Shit.
It was crazy because like it was awkward and crazy at the same time because Chris Brown, like my neighbor was roommates with Chris Brown's cousin.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a birthday party and Chris Brown showed up in his purple Lambo and everything like that.
Ooh.
And then like about 4 months later, he gets locked up and doing community service. And I'm about there like watching him and shit. He's like, yo, he said, you gonna sign this paper off for me? I said, man, just go over there and sit on that fucking cooler. I said, look, I'm gonna talk to my homeboy over here. He running this shit. I said, yo, he running this shit. I said, yo, I'm gonna tell him to go out here and clean up at the swamp. There ain't no shit out there at the swamp, man. So everybody was just doing like a photo op for the most part.
Yeah.
Like I told him to go out there to the swamp between Mechanicsville and Richmond in that swampy area right there. I told him to take him out there and that was it. Fans came out there and was taking mad pictures with him and shit. He was like, yo, I appreciate that. I ain't trying to pick up no garbage.
Yeah.
Man, he better pick up that garbage. Who he think he is?
Chris Brown get that love in Virginia. One thing about Virginia dudes, one thing about DMV side, like this part of Virginia, like we all run like we separate. One thing about Virginia people, when they be together and they pull up on outside, they stick together. They be on
I'm
that
gonna tell you
shit.
I'm gonna tell you the truth about Chris Brown when I fuck with him like an inside joke.
I love Chris Breezy.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you an inside joke with this dude. I was like, yo, you got your ass whooped, didn't you? I was like, Rihanna gave you that work, didn't you? He's like, why the fuck you say that for? I said, nigga, you bit the motherfucker. I said, you only bite motherfuckers when you losing. I was like, I know what that means. He bit on the damn titty right here on the damn right here. He bit her. I'm like, yo, she had you in the headlock. She had you about to choke you the fuck out. And you bit her to get away from her, didn't you? He was like, man, go ahead. There ain't nothing like it. I was like, yeah, that's when you worked after you bit her. After you bit her, females don't know how to recover from pain and shock. So you shocked her, and she's like, ah! And then you got up in the motherfucker like, then that's when you got your rocks off. But that daggone titty bite, yo, when I seen that, when I heard about that joke, I was like, yeah, he got his ass worked.
Ain't she from the islands too?
Yeah, come on now. Whenever have y'all ever been in a fight where y'all had to fight or pinch somebody?
Only when you
think
stuck
about
in this
it.
position. Only when you
think about it.
When you
if
stuck,
you in a headlock, you gonna bite.
Hey,
You
Golden.
daggone right. I'm stepping on toes. I'm pinching people. I'm doing everything
If you
I
was in the
can.
headlock and you could bite them up on the arm, you gonna bite them on the arm or their
Hey,
titty or their
when you
anywhere.
said
Golden.
when you said Chris Brown was on community service, when I was doing community service, y'all know Lil Scrappy from Lil
Yeah.
Pop.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker got dropped off in a Dodge Charger, and that motherfucker went straight to the horse farm. The horse farm, you got to shovel shit. So, he was on the truck with the essays about to go to the farm.
Damn.
Shoveling shit.
Hey,
And like one of my partners
I
I trained. One of the partners I trained. He left Virginia and went down to Atlanta, and he was on that T.I. jump when T.I. got busted. So when
he was recruiting the youth and all that.
Man, yeah, he was when he got for them guns.
Yeah, he went to go do community. He went to go do community service because I was supposed to.
Not when the community service. I'm talking about when they actually did the raid. He just got out the academy. He just got ranked, and they went to do the siege on T.I. And I was up there he was on the live and everything. He's like, yo, don't tell nobody. He don't take me anything. I'm like, yo.
Hell no.
I want to know if y'all ever seen celebrities doing dumb shit. Y'all ever seen celebrities doing dumb shit?
Hell yeah, because like I hate to say it, like with Virginia, DC, and Jersey corrections, all of their offices for some reason branch out. So I got a lot of people in Homeland Security, FBI.
Yeah.
I got them in CIA. I got them all types of units.
Yeah, that's the area. Yeah, it's everything here. Everything.
Border
in this little
Patrol,
area.
Customs and Border Patrol. Like I'm driving trucks. Like when I first got out on the road, when I started driving, I'm going through what is it, motherfucker? New Mexico. I'm going through New Mexico's border checkpoint. I go out this motherfucker. I seen a whole bunch of recruits It was one of the guys I work with at the damn prison in Virginia. I was like, yo, Du Bois, what's up? He stopped and everything. I was like, yo, I'm parking. I pulled on over to the side, talked to him for a minute. He was like, yeah, I'm doing this because I'm trying to do customs and Border Patrol back in Philly. Because he lived in Philly. That's where he's from.
So why do they got Border Patrol out there?
New
And
Mexico.
where?
Oh, New
New
Mexico.
Mexico,
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, Mexico.
Customs is everywhere, but Border Patrol is 100 miles from the borders. All around America, around every beach. And
Yeah.
So
shoreline.
be Border Patrol like in California.
Yeah.
Oh,
Border
yeah.
Patrol in
All of
California,
all of the northern
Louisiana,
states, the bottom
Florida,
states, northern
all of them
states.
got it.
But over here in
Canada.
this area, so many different police departments you can branch off from, especially like you said, a lot of COs. You can go, man. And we got every damn except for border control. We might even have it somewhere. Their office probably out somewhere. But we got every police, park police.
Like if you're in the
This
DMV
is a-
area, if you're in the
you can be
DMV
anything.
area, the dream job. Oh my goodness. If you can get Capitol Police, that is the dream job. You don't do nothing but direct traffic. And you get paid like
When they come out-
$76,000 a year.
Yes,
You
yes.
had
when they
that
pull
big
out.
ass motherfucking chopper on your side too.
And
Man.
huge choppers. Hey, look, I seen the. I was in the shopping center, Mitchell Plaza, the other week. Matter of fact, it was the
Where that
night
going?
that they went to the
Oh, it's probably
Beyonce
me. Let me
concert.
leave
They
this
had the
somewhere.
Obamas and they had the Vice Kamala. They came together. When I tell you, they
Oh, that
shut down
was
Central
golden.
fucking Amazon. I mean, not Amazon. They shut down Central Avenue. Shut down Amazon. They shut down everything. I swear to
They
God.
probably would shut down Amazon.
Man, everything ain't nothing moving. Ain't nothing moving when they come. Even Obama still, because they still get protection for the rest of their life, and because they are favorite in the DMV, ain't nobody fucking with them. I think they got a house in Virginia, but no, it might be like Georgetown. I don't know. It's like borderline, but they be in. Ain't nobody fucking with them. I swear to God, they get whatever respect
Now,
they want.
do y'all
Cat.
hate when not celebrities, but political figures come to y'all city, right? The first stop they'll make is like Harold's Chicken or something hot dog.
Ben's chili
They a
bowl.
Ben's chili bowl. They
Ben's
put
chili
on
bowl.
Ben's chili bowl.
Like that nasty ass shit.
That nasty ass Ben's dry ass
Be
bean
like,
chili
nobody
bowl.
don't eat them.
Yeah, they got a picture of Obama at the
Donald
first
Trump
booth.
does here. Donald Trump comes here and eats at the worst place. He gets a cheesesteak at the worst place to get. at Pat's.
Man, somebody just tell them that junk. Somebody tell them that junk like we gotta eat here. But yeah, but you know, Cat, like they are shut down a motherfucking highway for political figures, so celebrities all
Man,
in the
soon
DMV.
that Parkway
Basketball
stay
teams,
fucked
yeah.
up.
The only thing they don't
Man.
shut it down is for like congressmen, senators, like local council, because they blend in so much. For real. And it's people like, you gotta be like top CIA. Actually, they be in like, you see a lot of black Yukons, a lot of Tahoes, a lot of Yukons. Fuck, you don't know. And then they don't even have the L tags on it. Shit, that should be. And then we got diplomats. We got Diplomat Row, which is all 14th Street. So shit, I don't know. We get like oblivious to it for real. People, I be seeing people taking pictures like, oh my God, who's coming? We're like, you ain't gonna fucking see him. They behind 5% tent. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Fine, they behind
Speaking of somebody like me that
2.5%.
never been to
And two
Virginia,
gunmen.
what would be the best spot to go eat
Hell
at?
no.
I mean, what would be the best?
What part
spot
of
to go eat
Virginia
at?
you trying to go to
yeah,
first?
Virginia's
Off?
huge.
Let me start you
Virginia's
off.
very huge.
If you're
Straight
going to
bigger than
Richmond,
Maryland.
if you're going to Richmond, I'm gonna just tell you right now, Richmond, you gotta go to the Croker Spot. Croker
What that
Spot
is?
won
Is
like
it
3
seafood
hoodie
or what?
awards and everything like that. They do fried fish, soul food, type food like that. That junk be
Oh,
banging.
Okay.
It's a little pricey, but in
Right.
the spot where they at is in the hood. But
It's
yeah,
always the best
it's
food.
it's
Hey,
worth. They
Always the
sauce.
best
do
food
it.
come out the hood.
Oh,
Always.
it's the sauciest food. I mean, they got some kind of sauce look like Thousand Island, but it don't taste like it. And they put it over their fish. Oh man, that junk be hitting. Oh my goodness, that's South Richmond.
What's
It's
it
always
like,
good in the
vinegar
hood because we ain't going for
Huh?
anything in the hood. They gonna
What's
make
like
sure
a
shit fresh.
vinegar-based sauce?
No, it's like I don't even know how to explain this. Like,
Thousand Island. They just
Yeah.
probably make it real refined. Like I don't know.
and
I
if
ain't
you're
never
going
had
out
it, but-
towards the beach area, like Williamsburg, junk like that, Captain George's seafood spot, and they got so many buffets out there, junk. I mean, it'll blow your mind. Like,
Why is it that we love seafood so much in our area?
Yo.
Why is that? Why are we
Why
a
do black
seafood
people like
eating area?
seafood?
We are a big seafood person. We are big
So we like
seafood
salt.
eaters out here. We be fucking them up.
I
When
think
we go
so.
crabbing, you
That's
ever go
probably what
crabbing
it
on your
is.
own?
Yeah.
You ever just go crabbing, just throw that shit
Yeah, I
out
go
there
to
and come back?
Solomon's Island and go crab.
Oh, I love Solomon's Island. Solomon's Island, they voted was the #1 place in the United States to live. Like happiness, like the people in Solomon's are the happiest in the whole United States.
Them damn white folks out there, I bet.
Nah, Solomon's is not all white no more. Solomon's ain't been all white in 15 years. Yeah, there's a lot of black people on Solomon's Island now. All black. They're in California.
I
Man.
know
there's a lot of
California,
people-
Maryland starting to turn black. 'Cause they got all them damn senior
Lennox
citizen homes out there,
Town,
and everybody living
Lennox-
out there with them.
Yeah, Lexington, all that shit.
Lexington black as shit.
Black as shit. Now that shit like Richmond.
Yeah,
little
that
crap.
shit
They
got.
like-
Black. I don't know
they
how
got
the
little shooters
hell.
and shit.
I don't know how the
So-
hell we got out there in that area, but we out there.
So what
Mhm.
kind
What's
of
the uppity
government
town down
assistance
there,
y'all
BA?
got out there in DC?
Everything, and they sweet in DC because they gonna
I'm
give you
still on
everything.
Medicaid. I ain't living in DC in like 8 years.
Yeah, you
I
know how
still
many
don't pay
people
no
got
health
DC
insurance.
Nigga, you on
insurance?
Medicaid?
I don't pay
know-
no health insurance.
Let me tell you something. DC, look, DC got a loophole, right? And everybody out here, DC and Virginia have loopholes. Maryland is the only one you not
That's
gonna
a
get over
bitch.
on.
That's a bitch.
But
I can't even get my gun license in Maryland.
yeah, because
Maryland.
DC is not a state, right? They're not a state, and what happens is all that federal stuff puts a lot of stress on DC, and DC population is actually just a city. So what happens is a lot of their funding, because of all the federal stuff going, they take a lot of stress on for it. You can go file for insurance in DC, and we have DC insurance and never live in DC. Just like we can go to Virginia, we can get tags in most states. You got to live in that state. You can go to Virginia right now, get a car tag, title, no insurance, everything. Walk out that bitch with Virginia tags with a Maryland ID.
$140.
Straight out the gate, you
$140.
ain't got never have
Can you
insurance.
do that with
Nothing.
Pennsylvania?
Yes, it's called non-residential tag.
Fuck Pennsylvania.
And
Y'all got to that damn.
if you
Y'all
go
got
to
that shit
Virginia,
notarized.
no, she can go to Virginia. She can go to Virginia and get the
I
tags.
can't. I can't get my stickers.
Yeah,
for the inspection
DC.
shit.
Oh yeah, nah,
because
go to
my-
Virginia.
my
Oh, and VA,
OPS
you don't even
report
have to
don't
do
work.
it. But the only flaw is sometimes, depending on where you live, they might make you pay. They pay personal property tax. So, but think about, you know how to pay. Like my truck, I don't never drive my truck unless I'm pulling
Not
my trailer.
Virginia.
Yeah, they do sometimes because they made me do it for my truck. But it's only $100. It's $100.
Where you
every 2
got it
years.
registered at?
Oh, right in Alexandria, right over the bridge. I ain't go far. I went straight over the bridge.
See, so what I do is Alexandria and Arlington, they got hip to it. So you gotta go to Huntington.
But it's only $50. You know what I'm saying? I can't think about. I only move that truck when I'm pulling my trailer, and I ain't even too often. Or I ain't even pulled the trailer out all
Shit.
year. So I don't trip.
all
It's
my
just
cars
I can't sit
and
there
my
on the
bikes,
seat. I can't sit on the
Virginia Tech, Vermont the same way, Katniss, and you can do Vermont all through the mail. You only gotta go there.
Mm-hmm. And I just don't want, in Maryland, if you can't even have a car in your driveway without tags on it. If it's in your
Yeah.
driveway, it gotta be covered on
I gotta
in the
go real-
garage.
You hit
You
me
can't
up when
say
you're done so I
shit
can shut up.
out
You
there.
go
But
ahead.
DC,
You go ahead. We
DC got
finna-
loopholes.
let
You
me
can
know
get
when to
food
shut that
stamps
off.
in DC.
Oh, you
The
can shut
only
it
thing
off
in
now.
DC
You want me to
that's
shut it off
hard
now?
to get is public